Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go now.
아프리카 TV 프리급 스튜디오 라이브 2020 GSL 시즌 2 코드 S The Coming Storm.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the GSL Code S. We're finally here. We're in the round of 4.
Yeah, and what a round of 4 this really is. We just got out of maybe the most one-sided round of 8 that we've ever had.
One sounded, too.
One sounded,
yes.
one-sided. Well, it was like round and sided came together, and it's like, Artosis, you're so excited. We're going to blend words today.
We're making our own words now.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead before I...
No, I'm done.
Before I threw you under the bus, as you
I'm
were trying to start the
Thank
show.
you. Thank you for that. No, it was so one-sounded in that last ride that it's, I don't know. I think we're in for an amazing round of 4.
Yeah.
I hope that we're in for an amazing round of 4.
We are. Don't worry.
Okay.
And
then it's 4-0, and I'm like...
It looks like you betrayed me, Tasteless. Look, it's so cool to see that DRG is able to get this far. He might go all the way. It's crazy to think that there are players who are able to come back like this, you know, after being gone for so long. I want to point out we had this whole thing of players unable. You know, there was the statement, you can't get that good when you're older, right? Your skills are going to go. It does not seem to be the case anymore.
If he wins here, he's the oldest finalist ever, even older than Nesty was, to put that in perspective.
And as two guys who are older than all the players, we are rooting for the old people.
Oh, absolutely.
I am pro-old gamer.
I hate young people. Okay, I hate them. Except for my children and you, Tasteless.
Thank you.
But no, look, guess how long it's been since DRG's been in the round 4?
How long?
8 years!
8 years!
That's crazy! StarCraft 2 hasn't even been out 8 years.
This is going to be so cool. I hope it's not one-sided. I think it'll be a back and forth. I do still think Rogue is favored here.
Yeah.
I think that as good as DRG is, it's hard to imagine Rogue being taken down by basically anyone in a ZVZ. He's always a safe bet.
It's impossible to even imagine him being taken down at this stage of the tournament. This guy's never lost a best of 7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a statement.
Yeah, it's just, you know, there's a few players that you can always say, yeah, they're basically always a safe bet, and one of them is Rogue here. But DRG is never failing to amaze us. I remember we started this tournament, and it was like, oh, that's pretty novel. DRG's back now. He's a top contender. We got an interview now. Go ahead,
have an interview with the 2 Zerg players before the match. And at least one Zerg player will make it to finals this season. And both the Zerg players have a championship title. The DRG, whose last GSL championship title was long time ago, and Rogue, the most recent Zerg winner in GSL. Hello. Hello. First one, DRG. You took a long hiatus and then you came back here and then you move on to the round of 4. And how did other people think about your advancement to the round of 4? Well, they were very surprised for sure. And you know, they were just surprised that I'm doing so well and they continue to cheer for me. In the round of 8, you defeated Innovation, who you took down 3-0, and he had a TVZ win rate of 80%. But right now you have a ZVZ win rate of 20%. So how are you going to overcome that? I mean, 20%. You know, I didn't play that many games, so it's not that big of a deal. I do have a big probability today. Alright, Rog on the other hand, let's have an interview with him. After your GSL championship win in 2019, you came back here in the round of 4. But you said you had no scrim partners. How did that go? Well, I didn't have that many scrim partners, but I did scrim with some good people. So I think I'm pretty well set today. Well, coming to the round of 4, you are surrounded by 3 Africa Freaks players. So you're kind of intimidated. I mean, all the Africa Freaks players are so good right now. And I heard that they, you know, they share a lot of strategies, so I'm worried.
공식전은 무려 5년 만이고 다전제는 처음입니다.
And for these two players, the last time they played against each other was 5 years ago. So before we get into the match, any score predictions?
4대0 나올 것 같아요.
I think it's gonna be 4-0.
누가 사일까요?
4-0 for who? I'm not gonna reveal it.
당연히 하고 계시겠죠. 자, 그럼 이병렬
Alright,
선수는
Rog, what's the
어떻게
score
예상하세요?
prediction for you?
맵이 제가 좀 원하는 대로 돼가지고.
Well, I mean the maps are picked as I desired, so
이병렬 선수는 조금
I think it's gonna be
접전을
4-2.
두 선수 과연 이 선수들 중에
And which one of these two stellar Zerg players will make it to the finals of this season? So before they go,
이병렬 선수
anything you want to say?
팬분들이 저저전이 되게 재미없다고.
Well, you know the fans think that ZVZ is boring, but I'll try to show entertaining match today,
재밌게 봐주셨으면 좋겠어요.
and I hope they have fun.
저저전 굉장히 재밌죠. 자, 박수호 선수.
Alright,
한마디
DRG.
해주시죠.
네, 저도 준비하는 과정에서 저전 되게
When I was preparing
재밌다고
for today's match,
느껴가지고
I think the ZVZ match was really fun,
즐기실 수
so I'm gonna
있을
try to have an entertaining match as well.
자, 김원기, 임재덕 이후 GSL 세 번째 저그
And
우승자였던
who will be?
박수호 선수,
DRG was the third champion after Fruitiler and Nasty. And Rog, the recent Zerg winner. Which one of these two will win the GSL this season? And let's kick it off now.
I'm so excited for this series. I think
Yeah.
Rogue should take it, but DRG is just causing upset after upset after upset. He looks untouchable. It's crazy to see somebody who was in a finals, as you were saying, 8 years ago come back. And he is one best of 7 away from being in the finals again.
Yeah. I mean, he's just so old school tasteless. I'm going to give you a quick little quiz.
Please.
Who got the first Nesty award?
Nesty.
That's right. Who got the second Nesty award?
I don't know.
Okay, but think for a second. Who should it have been?
MVP.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Am I
And
right?
who got the third Nesty award?
I'm getting really nervous in this test right now. I feel
I know
like
you are.
by the time we're done with this test, it's like, you can't even cast GSL tasteless.
Who got the third Nesty award?
MC, right?
No, it was DRG. It was
Oh,
DRG.
so that's where you're going with this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You almost got
I
there, though.
almost
You were
got through
very,
the
very
GSL
close.
test. I
I'm
almost
proud
did
of you. I'm proud of you.
Now,
And-
tasteless, I want you to do long division right here in front of everybody.
And dude, that's impressive stuff. Getting 10 in a row back then was hard. It wasn't just like, you know how you get on an airplane, they give you a bag of peanuts?
Yeah,
You
totally.
get in the GSL, you get an ST award nowadays. That's just how it is, okay? Like, everyone has an ST award. You got an ST award like 3 seasons ago.
I got a couple.
It's just, yeah. So, I mean, that's just how old school he is. It's awesome. It's crazy to think that he's actually older now than Nesty was when Nesty was in his reign of dominance. It doesn't even make sense because Nesty at that time, he seemed so old. He seemed, and the thing is, he's only like a year older than me, but I'm just saying he seemed like so old because pro gamers were so young.
Yeah, that's right. No, we were rooting for him, and I'll tell you what, man, I'm rooting for DRG now, man. This one's for the boomers. Boomer gamers unite.
That's right. Get rid of this little Zoomer rogue.
These little Zoomers with your Snapchat. What are you going to do, a TikTok dance to beat me? Get out of here, Zoomers. It's time for the boomers to come back.
That's right.
DRG versus Rogue, game 1 on Pillars of Gold. starts now. Like right now. Now.
경기가 준비되었다. 한번 시작해 볼까? 아프리카 프렉스 DRG 박수호. 지네어 크레밍스 로그 이병렬.
And by the way, like basically since the end of the Kespa era, Jin Air has completely dominated StarCraft 2. Completely. It's insane. Like almost every single finals of like every worthwhile tournament has had a Jin Air player in it. Like their record is completely unmatched. But as Geary mentioned, right, like the last Jin Air player left here is Rogue. And there's 3 Afrika Freaks members, and that's quite the rebuild of a team.
Yeah.
For the Afrika Freaks, when you look at it compared to like a couple years ago, where the team was like keen and curious, you know, it's these guys that like are in the round of 32 sometimes, and now it's like 3 in the round of 4, bam,
yeah,
done.
Crazy. If you had to predict the score here, what are you thinking?
4-2 for Rogue is what I'm thinking.
You know, one of the things about best of 7s is we get too many 4-2s often.
Well, yeah, that's kind of yeah.
Statistically the most likely result we've had in GSLs, right?
Well, if you take, yeah, okay, yeah, probably.
Right, 4-2, then 4-1, then
I'm like, well, if you average all the humans on Earth, put them all against Rogue, then it's actually the average is going to be 4-0.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, 4-2 is always a pretty safe bet. But it kind of it feels a little bit like that. Don't take the win percentages too seriously. The last couple ZVZs that Rogue has played, he hasn't done so well in. Scarlet out-strategized him. Solar outplayed him in the last one as well.
So we got melee attack here for DRG.
Yeah, that's super cool. I love it.
It's stuck right in the middle of his base. I don't know if it's been scouted yet, but
yeah, it hasn't been scouted. That's why it's like sitting right there, and he'll want to keep that unscouted if possible. Because as soon as you see that, you know it's a Zergling upgrade.
Right.
And we'll see what he can do with it.
He'll have to keep control of his ramp over here. Lings with speed can slip up a ramp pretty easily. Even when the Zerg player knows that's what they have to stop, it's pretty hard to actually stop Lings.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He's got the 2 queens here, going to get a couple shots off right away. Yeah, really focusing on not letting them scout.
And for the time being, we're seeing a lot more droning up. We have an Evo chamber being thrown down here at the entrance, and it looks like Rogue is going to finish up this wall in here.
Yeah.
Make a tighter bottleneck.
And he's going 2 base with the layer.
Yeah, they're both 2 basing right now.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, I think.
Now, take a look at this. There's a second Evo chamber being made here at the entrance, and that can really mislead Rogue in this situation, right? You're not thinking, oh, that's got to be your second Evo chamber, right? The first one's in your main.
Yeah. And he's actually going for the 2 base layer too, but it is quite a bit slower. I am wondering what we're going to see here. Like, as far as Rogue goes, like, is he going to go Spire in a moment, or is he going to go Nidus? It's got to be one or the other.
It seems like melee attack is about to finish upgrading, but I don't see a lot of melee units here.
Well, normally when you get melee like this, the thought process is you can go and kill the 3rd.
Yeah.
But there's no 3rd to kill.
Yeah.
So the melee, what are you going to do? Attack like the Evo at the wall?
I guess you just pocket the melee upgrade and move on there.
Yeah, I think you just kind of take it as this isn't useful right now.
They weren't able to fall victim to the trap.
Okay, so it's just Roach speed and Roach is being made right now.
Yep. 16 Lings now coming out here for DRG.
Yeah, making a fair amount there.
2 unusual build orders interacting with each other here.
And DRG does throw down a Spire. I believe that Rogue just saw that. DRG non-stop on these Lings right now, but Roaches are being made.
Yeah, these Lings are not going to be able to break this, especially with the Roaches coming in there from behind.
Yeah,
and there's a Nidus network coming down here.
Yeah, that's
I think
this is going to be kind of interesting because he's going to have +1, which 2-shot slings, but
yeah.
the lings have +1, so they are going to deal damage very quickly as well.
I think he's going to pop this up. Oh, look at that expansion spot. That's kind of cool.
Oh, this is cool, yeah.
So he's going to hide this in the upper left. This might go under the radar here for Rogue, but I think what is going to... Oh, hold on. Nice ling attack in here. Going to take out some of these queens. Keep in mind the Nidus is probably going to pop up at like 6 o'clock here on the mini-map.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to use that as a launching point for the attack. And he actually spots it right away. So let's see how prepared DRG is for this. The lings are going to come in here.
He's not going to be able to stop it.
It's,
no way.
Yeah, I don't think so. Queens can pop out and transfuse that, or
no,
not.
He actually doesn't pop a queen out.
Did he not have transfuses because of the fight that happened back over there?
I guess that's possible, isn't it? DRG, by the way, just massing spines right now. If these spines get up, which I think they will, right? Because he's targeting down these Niduses. He's going to have his mutas out and enough spines that he's not going to die, and he has a hidden base.
Okay, he's denied the Nidus twice. These roaches are marooned at the bottom part of the map. Another Nidus is coming down here over at 9 o'clock on the mini-map. But, I mean, this has been enough time.
Yeah.
There's definitely been enough time here for these spines to get up to basically sandbag the rush.
You can't attack that.
Yeah.
And, like, a lot of the times in situations like this, it turns into roaches killing stuff quicker than mutas can kill them. With the spines there, that's not going to happen. Look at this. He's even making a creep highway for Rogue. Bring it, Rogue.
There's even a drone in with this army here.
The spores going down. I like it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I get it.
But look at this. He just comes up. He's going to kill the queens very easily.
Yeah,
DRG, I like his position.
I think DRG's going to win this if he just holds off the roach attack here in the front. Both queens go down. Mutas scramble to get over here to try to help defend. Now, the last two spines are about to go down.
Yep.
And here's where the roaches actually get to do the damage they wanted to deal.
Yeah, but that did slow him down quite a bit, right? So, I mean, he's going to lose an amount of drones. But his Mutalist count is continuing to climb. Yeah,
the spores are going to shimmy over here. And then he's actually going to have, anti-air over the natural.
Wow.
Rogue wins. Wow, I really thought after the Nidus was slowed down, I thought, okay, surely he's bought enough time. But that goes to show you how strong that roach attack is that
it was.
He killed 2 Niduses. And, I mean, that was like almost a full minute that was delayed.
I really thought the spines were going to slow it enough that he was going to be able to get the value in. I think maybe he needed to immediately start targeting roaches while they were fighting the spines.
Yeah, I wonder about that. I was a little bit taken aback. On paper, I would think, okay, yeah, if you stop the Nidus 2 times, you've definitely bought enough time to hold this off.
Yeah, it felt that way.
Definitely
that was an interesting one.
superior.
That wasn't what I thought I was going to see after he slowed it, but I like the ideas that DRG came with. But Rogue is the king of Nidus.
Yeah, that was great play. Let's just keep zooming in on Rogue's face. What are we doing? All right, we're going back this up.
Well, you keep going, and then his core is actually a Nidus.
All right, game 2 on Everdream. Let's do this. DRG vs. Rogue continues on.
경기가 준비되었다. 한번 시작해볼까? 아프리카 프렉스 DRG 박수호 지네어 그리밍스 로그 이병렬
I got a question for you.
Okay, is this another GSL quiz?
No, just a StarCraft 2 quiz.
Okay, go ahead.
So the Nidus Worm, when it pops out, it does like a scream, right?
Mighty roar.
Yeah, it does. But the way that we make those sounds are with vocal cords that are in our throats.
Yeah.
So the Nidus throat is somewhere deep underground and full of roaches. Like, how does this work?
I guess that's a good point. When it screams, does a vibrating throat shake the roaches inside?
Yeah, and why doesn't the sound of it change based on the units inside?
Oh, like if it was all lings, maybe it'd be more high-pitched.
And how do they scream in space, Tasteless? And when you're playing on an underwater map, why don't they drown?
Yeah, the Nidus pops up and opens its mouth and just fills up with water and dies. I'm a little bit worried for DRG. He definitely had a strategy and a cool idea for what he wanted to do, but he didn't Totally did not pan out. By the way, this game, Rogue has slipped a drone in here.
Yeah, this is wild.
Okay, SOS squared.
He's going to try to recall and realize he's playing the wrong race.
Like, no, I'm Zerg. Damn.
This is crazy. What are we going to see
What
here?
is even going on?
Huh.
Guys, Zerg vs. Zerg on the ladder is going to be ruined this week because of this game. Check your mains, Zerg players.
Might be easy for you, or maybe you need to do it.
Look under the bed. Make sure there's not a hatchery being made there.
This is wild. Hatchery in the main base. What a sneaky snake. Had that perfectly timed out to run in between Overlords.
Yeah,
Hatchery
he
making
goes
all that.
right in the scouting blind spot. Ling speed is being made here for DRG. Third base being made for DRG. Now, obviously, this is to set up some type of an attack. I'm wondering if it's as straightforward as he just makes drones there and then makes spines. He's like, gotcha.
I don't know.
I'm calling it spines right there.
You think it's
This is where it gets crazy. He makes a layer there. I'm like, oh my god. Can he go all the way to Hive before he gets caught?
Hides his spire there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is crazy. All right, he's making a queen.
Now the creep is merged together here.
This is so funny.
Now look at that, look at that. Oh, God,
He should be able to see that now.
DRG.
He doesn't even realize.
He doesn't notice. Oh, man.
He's so used to having so much creep.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
Oh my
Spine.
god, what am I even looking at?
This is...
What am I even looking at?
This is some dirt nerd play. This is just down and dirty. Look at this. How dare you?
Like, how? What?
So the spine's going to finish. He's got 16 lings. DRG's going to die.
Dude.
It's like just scouting to see what your tech is.
Rogue has some balls here. Like, this is something else, man. Look at this. He's making a wall to defend. What about the lings that are inside?
Yeah, what about inside your main? Okay, I'm looking over at DRG's face right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is so weird.
This is crazy. Looks like he is going to hold off these lings in the front. They got a pretty bad position, but now the wave of Zerglings is coming here to hit these Evo chambers.
All right, continued wall here. Beautiful walling in, actually, from DRG.
There's 24 more lings being made here. They're eventually going to chew their way through.
Yeah, a queen doesn't stop all this.
Yeah.
And there's still more units in the main base, too.
Oh, my God.
This is craziness. I think he needs to pull a few units down here to help out.
By the way, that armor upgrade ain't going to finish.
No, it certainly is not. Oh, nice surround right there. But he does have a lot of lings back to defend as well.
The hatch is still there in the main, so... Okay, he actually gets around there. He's going to be able to surround that queen.
Drone's actually drilling down to the natural to help.
He can sandwich over here at the ramp. Drone's trying to do the best they can to try to help defend here.
DRG is actually behind in drones at this point.
Yeah.
Losing his last queen there.
Okay, he backs up a little bit. There are enough lings to drive this away, but the hatchery is still present, causing a problem here. And actually, I guess he can only get lings out 2 at a time there, right? There's no queen to transfuse there either, right? So
DRG, I mean, he's just not producing as many lings right now.
yeah, well, he's also going to lose one of the production points here. The hatchery over at the third is going to go down,
yeah.
which is going to be yet another problem.
You know, Rogue is so addicted to Niduses, he figured out how to Nidus without getting a layer.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point.
That's actually what he just did. He's
Yeah.
like, if units appear in their base, they're dead. I've been watching Protoss do it for years, and that's just what I want to do with Zerg.
You know, this Evo wall is really helping create a good bottleneck here, but I'm worried that over time, we're just going to see these blue lings wither up. Yeah, he's just slowly getting through. GG. Rogue!
Smashing right now.
Smashing him. He just suplexed him. He just did the Zangief special where he picks him up and he spins around and he drops him on his head.
That was some SOS-inspired play, I think. That was, like, you never see stuff like this. And it was so ballsy because the Overlord, like, literally saw the creep. If DRG's, like, really paying attention on the minimap, he'll see that and just, you'll be punished, and that'll be it. But, I mean, Rogue has clearly planned some good stuff for today. Very cheesy both games, and it works out.
It's too bad he didn't see the creep spreading there.
I'm getting scared for DRG.
I am now really worried this is going to be a 4-0.
DRG
Rogue
said it was going to be a 4-0.
Yeah. Rogue looks like he's got a lot of stuff prepared. You know, that last game, that's not something you're really practicing against, right? So what else is he going to do here? DRG does look good, but, I mean, this is a matter of planning, really. This is really about somebody approaching a best of 7 and having every step of the way something mapped out where you're almost circumventing all the hard work DRG's put in. We don't even really know what DRG wants to do as far as play goes. He had something kind of cool in game 1, but was completely not equipped to deal with the strategy from Rogue in game 1.
Both games he's trying to get early Zergling upgrades.
Yeah.
First game attack, second game carapace. So
we got to go to a commercial. When we come back, game 3. Don't go away.
I can hear your voice. I can hear you through the silence. Through the silence. Through the silence. I can hear your voice. I can hear you through the silence. Through the silence. Through the silence. I can hear your
Make no mistake, war is coming.
I am the swarm.
Change drives me. We retake our homeworld.
Nice work. Maybe you should join me on a mission sometime.
Hell, it's about time.
Mod GG, more skill.
Hey everyone, my name is Ryan Shooter, and I am a designer on the StarCraft 2 team. Both StarCraft 2 and GSL turned 10 this year, and during those 10 years, there have been so many incredible moments and memories forged on the GSL stage. As somebody who has spent way too many nights staying up until 3 or 4 or even 5 in the morning trying to catch those moments, it is my absolute pleasure and honor that on behalf of the StarCraft 2 development team, I get to congratulate GSL on their 10th anniversary. Thank you so much for supporting, playing, and loving this game as much as we do. And we so look forward to all of the incredible moments still to come. Congratulations.
Semi-finals. DRG. Rogue.
right, here we go. We've got spy music playing. This is the music you listen to when you hide a hatchery on your opponent's main.
What is there even left for Rogue to do here?
Play a normal game, maybe? I don't know.
No! What?
You're right. What am I talking about?
Rogue playing a normal game.
No. I'm worried, though. I am, actually. I don't want this to be a 4-0. There's a chance we just end up with one of the shortest days ever. It's going to be one of those days where my commute here and back is actually longer than the time I spent broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, right now, DRG is just, like, getting crushed. He's getting outplanned. Not just outplayed, outplanned.
Well, it's not even about outplaying because there's not a lot of play in these situations. He is getting outplanned, though.
So,
but we have a little event to announce as well, Tasteless.
Yes. Since we cannot have you guys in the studio, obviously because of the pandemic, send us your cheerful. Send us some signs. We did this for ASL. It was awesome. We had a lot of hilarious signs and drawings that came in. Do it again.
Yeah, we love those guys. Just send these things in, and we'll be showing them on stream and stuff, and you'll be immortalized forever in StarCraft 2. The GSL Finals. And I think it's going to be a very good GSL Finals, too.
I think so, yeah.
So one of those ones people go back to watch, because no matter who goes to the finals, I think that's a really high-quality one, you know? It's not a mirror or anything.
Again, guys, deadline is on August 12th, so send those in. They'll be reviewed, and if they're good, we'll throw them up there. Yeah, I wish that things would get back to normal. I don't know when that's going to happen, but for now, this is the best we can do since we cannot have live audiences.
Yeah, but it makes us feel like you're there, kind of. So
yeah.
Do it. Okay, so with that out of the way, back to the series. DRG. The thing is, it looks like he has some cool plans, like some cool Zergling-based plays, which I love Zergling-based plays that aren't just like stupid Link Bane all-ins, you know, like anytime a melee or carapace upgrades get started early, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with that. But so far, Rogue is just, he's like, oh no, see, the thing I decided to do here just makes me win.
Yeah.
It's not like he's like microing extra good or something, you know? It's not like his macro's on point. Not that they're not, but this is all purely strategic so far.
Yeah. Again, it is a real art to master a best of 7 or a best of 5, and this is maybe one of Rogue's strongest points, is he has such a range of play, and he's so unpredictable and so good at basically all the parts of Zerg.
IEM, BlizzCon, GSL, he's never lost a best of 7. He's
crazy.
The best at this.
Game 3 will be on Golden Wall. Let's see if we have a unique game and what exactly these two guys are going to do. That game starts now.
경기가 준비되었다. 한번 시작해 볼까? 아프리카 프렉스 DRG 박수호. 진에어 그래밍스 로그 이병렬.
DRG with those glasses on and that look on his face that we just got, I almost feel like he should be wearing a tweed jacket with like patches on the arms.
Yeah. He's kind of got that look going.
Okay, so Rogue just ran a drone over and saw the hatch and turned around.
Okay.
So was he scouting just that it was hatch first so that he can do something like a 3 base, or?
I don't know. I mean, what's really crazy is Rogue is completely changing ZVZ in this series. Everything is new. Everything is novel. Yeah, I'm not sure what he wants to do. Their pool timings are lined up here.
Yeah. I just wonder what that drone scout was all about. Maybe he just was like, I'm not. At this point, he's going to be desperate. I don't want to be, 12
I don't want to get cheesed or something. I just want to confirm.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, well, Golden Wall ZVZ. Let's see it. Not sure what to expect here.
Yeah, I mean, we may have no action on the bottom platform at all. It's possible.
Likely, I would say. Likely.
Yeah. Just if I had to take a guess here, it does seem like that both players are going to be pushed up.
Yeah,
and it's going to be, which means that it's almost like they're playing on a very small map here.
Although, actually, if we get to late game, that bottom area could become very powerful, right? Because late game becomes like once you get past the Roach stages, you could hide a base back there. Obviously, Viper Lurker could control the gold minerals really well, something like that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I welcome it, but I do want to point out if they don't engage the lower platform, they're actually playing on like the smallest map we've ever had, basically. You know what I mean?
Actually, without the bottom platform, yeah, it looks like it's Hibernation Stations level.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I never really thought about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're not there at all, you're actually fighting in a very small area.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so both of them go in layer on 2 base.
Oh, nice block.
Okay.
So Roach Warren here for DRG. We do have the Evo chamber coming down now. Evo as well here for DRG, excuse me.
Yeah, a quicker layer this game for DRG. In game 1 where they both went layer, DRG went melee first and got a much slower layer. Wonder if he'll be going Mutas here. Rogue adding 3 gases, kind of looks like it might be a Mutatech.
So again, you know, in this series, DRG has had plans. They've actually looked pretty cool, but we've never really got to see them go where they wanted. They never got to fully develop, right?
Yeah.
Rogue has had some really unique approaches here where he just gets in there and gets his thing pulled off right away.
Yeah.
This time around here, we have a Roach Warren. We also have the Spire coming down here for Rogue. DRG appears to be teching into stronger Roaches here.
Well, it looks like they kind of turned around the builds from game 1.
Yeah.
But because Rogue is getting a much quicker Spire, like let's say that DRG does everything exactly as Rogue did it in game 1, he should not be able to break him this time, I think, right? Because the Mutas will just be out quicker.
I think so.
But right now he's going to go in and scout. We'll see if he sees the Spire.
Does he? All right, he does spot the Spire all the way in the back.
Yeah, really important.
And this is enough time that you can actually react to
absolutely.
it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, things right now kind of point towards DRG being in a reasonable position here, right? He's taking a gold base. He knows that the Spire's on the way. And he throws down the Nidus.
Here we go.
Mass Spines here for Rogue.
So where exactly do you want to do the Nidus play here? You know, one thing about, you know, the way that the Zerg is turtling up here into Mutas, you know, Nidus can completely circumvent that. So there's a little bit of pressure over here at the front.
Because he actually walks right up with these Roaches. And he's targeting down Spines. That's actually very nice.
Yeah, that's
like
actually pretty cool. It's funny because you don't really think of Roaches as having great range, but I guess, yeah, you can shoot over an Evo and actually hit those Spines. So the Roaches are here now. And, you know, between transfuse and all these Spines, it's just probably not a good idea to try to attack until those Queens come out here with the rest of this.
Yeah, he's targeting on the Roach Warren right now.
This is actually really annoying because this is going to completely eliminate that tech. Transfuse, but only buys another moment or two here.
Well, he needs those Spines to finish up. That's actually really important. DRG on the gold base now, too.
Yeah, I love what DRG is doing. He's going to be able to get so many more gold minerals here.
Yeah. Look at this. Just going to start biling it as well. He's making some spores to help out against the Mutas. Spores, of course, do ridiculous damage to the Mutas.
What a funny-looking position this is.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's going to be hard to actually get from the low ground to the high ground here. There's sort of this weird no man's land between this, and I don't know how much DRG can capitalize on this. The Muta count's continuing to spike up here, by the way. And all the Spines have to do is sponge the damage and buy time, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know, keep in mind how many Queens are over here, I don't know how prepared DRG is going to be for a counterattack, and, you know, with Mutas in the game, that is an inevitability. If they start to stabilize, they can feel like they're doing it right now, actually.
Well, eventually you'll get a number where Spores are not as good a defense against them anymore.
Yeah, yeah, the Spores basically become obsolete. I cannot believe that Spine survived.
Yeah.
And look, there's, yeah, this Spore is going to get gunned down easily.
Still gets a Muta, but pretty good. The Spines really getting their damage in right now.
Look at these Spines. Looks like a giant hand. It's like little fingers coming out.
Well, whoever this
it's a Zerg giant playing a rhythm game right
now.
I
was going to say, whoever this is can macro like a beast.
That's
Look
right.
how long those fingers are and how many there are. Oh, my God. Someone's like, well, what about the piano? No. This is all about macro.
Stay on point, man. Now, I'm worried that now this Muta Wrecking Ball is just going to be too much, that there's really no point of DRG even trying to push up here. There's just so many spines. There's more spines than there are Ravagers over there.
Yeah, and well, he can keep on killing things with the Biles.
Get your fingers ready.
Get your fingers ready. Well, as the spines get down.
Well, there is some progression being made here, but the Mutas are going to turn back around here.
Yeah.
And the Mutas, I mean, they're doing so much damage to this. Again, more spines are being made behind this. It's just, how are you going to get up there? In fact, even hemorrhaging some of those Ravagers with bad control here.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. You know, the Mutas, it feels like the Mutas are going to just continually gain value here, but if Rogue can keep putting down the spines and then counterattacking, that seems pretty valid as well, right?
Yeah. Look at this. Oh! Poked to death.
Poked to death.
Yeah. So, I didn't even know we were going to do. Look, we have a picture-in-picture here. What is going on?
Oh my God.
All right, it's gone now. I don't know what just happened.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Finally.
Yes.
10 years in.
Yes, we never stop improving here.
Yep.
So there's enough queens that I don't think the Mutas want to ever try to take a fight like that, but, you know, the gold base is not being mined from. We have more Ravagers coming out here. And by the way, we have DRG, Rogue, excuse me, basically just going all in with the Mutas. He's not going to stop. There is still this position outside the front of his base, but it doesn't look like he's making much headway over there. You know, in theory, you could probably, slowly break through with a corrosive bile against those spines, but
yeah,
it's very mechanically demanding with all this other stuff going on. You know, it's not like having a siege tank in siege mode and leaving it there, and it does the work, and you come back and you scoot it forward a little bit.
Yeah. You got to wait for cooldowns and then get them into range and launch them off.
Yeah, and try not to have them run into the spines, which we've seen a lot of Ravagers already have that happen to.
Well, he's continuing to try to do it. Rogue is kind of sneak expanding to the top left. Interesting location. And look at this. Trying to throw down multiple spores, but only one there right now, so Rogue is going to be able to pick that off as well as the others before they get up.
Yeah. This is actually such a weird ZVZ. I guess we're just not going to have a standard ZVZ here today. Is there enough transfuses to save the hatch? It looks like actually the sheer presence of the Queens is enough to basically drive that away.
Standard ZVZ tasteless. What do you think this is, Europe? No. This is how we ZVZ over here, man. It's either roaches or some gross Nidus game. That's all we got.
Oh my gosh, these Queens doing damage so quickly. Transfuse is not able to come out in time.
Oh
my God, it's just too much. That might be the killing blow here.
Yeah.
But there is a Nidus inbound here. The problem is I think he can basically kill off this patch, come back, and then save his own base.
Well, the Mutas can kill everything now, including all the spores on the map.
Yeah.
But DRG, I mean, he's making a pretty valiant attempt here. Right, he's going to deal a lot of damage.
The spines are going to slowly come all the way up here.
Yeah, as Mutas come back, he just pops out and goes elsewhere. Wow, really nice maneuvering here from DRG.
But I think the Mutas can just come through here and destroy this,
well,
right?
He has spores, he has queens, and the spines are just getting picked off as they move.
Yeah, the spines, which were really the backbone of the defense.
Some beautiful moves from DRG.
What about back at home? The Mutas are going to try to counterattack here. I don't think he can get back up there unless he Niduses again.
Dude, both of them have like nothing right now. It's pretty wild. I think that we need a few more spores here from DRG. Or he needs to pop his queens back real quick.
He might even want to try to take out that Nidus over there so the reinforcements can't come back and help out. Nice transfuses. But, you know, there's just not enough queens over here.
Yes.
The queens come out only to be shot down immediately.
And I think that that's going to be it. I think Rogue just has too much damage output with these Mutas.
It's been a great game. One of the most unique ZVZs I've ever seen, honestly. But, yeah this is just too much Mutas. There's too much in the air here. And with no way to stop those Mutalisks, there's no way to stop Rogue in Game 3.
This Where, like, potentially this could be the most one-sided GSL of all time.
Yeah.
We had Parting win 1 map in the round of 8, and everything else was for the victors.
Yeah.
And right now, round of 4, Rogue's up 3-0. 3-0, Jason.
And if I had to guess, I think it's going to be a 4-0.
And if it's a 4-0, I guarantee you on Saturday we're having a 4-0.
That's how it works, man.
Dude, you don't see patterns? Come on.
I see patterns where there aren't even patterns, Artosis.
Well, there's a pattern here for sure.
How long have we been live here?
This is my favorite part of the broadcast.
Well, it's just like, so we started 6:30, it's 7:15.
Yeah, we're almost done, too.
We're almost done.
Rogue only needs 1 more map. And, I mean, if DRG comes back from here, that's something else.
That's crazy.
It can't happen, right?
We're going to go to Death Aura for Game 4. That's loaded up now. DRG versus Rogue continues on. Right now, Rogue with a 3-0 lead. And action.
경기가 준비되었다. 한번 시작해 볼까? 아프리카 프렉스 DRG 박수호.
DRG.
진에어 그래밍스 로그.
He is he's going for a quick pool here. So this game should be quick one way or the other.
So, yeah, let's see if Rogue can maybe just get insta-killed here. I mean,
yeah, maybe. I mean,
it's a super fast rush. 6 slings in production. Spawning pool has just started.
And DRG is going to go Banes with this as well. He's still mining gas, so definitely that is what we're going to be seeing.
These lings are now going to go around any scouting overlord so that they'll be revealed at the last possible second so that Rogue doesn't have enough time to react, and you can just straight up die to this.
Oh, absolutely you can.
But again,
generally it gets held, but it's dangerous, right? It's like if you misclick at all, you're dunzos.
The early game, in StarCraft 2 especially, can be very unforgiving. If you don't control things right, you get completely knocked off the trajectory of where you're supposed to be set up. All right, we have 4 lings making here. Now he knows. Rogue completely poker face in this whole situation right now.
Free drone right there, very nice.
The spine has been started. It's actually in a very good position where it's hard for the lings to ever actually take it out. Some good attacking here with the lings of Rogue as well. He actually catches some of those. Now here's the Banes being made.
Yeah, this is a hard moment here. Like, Rogue has to make the right decisions if he wants to stay alive. He sees the Banes being made.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think he just did that to get rid of a larva, maybe?
I don't know.
Or maybe it was a mistake?
The Queen is also taking out the Bane. There's 2 more Banes being made. But it all is going to come down to how the Banelings connect with their targets.
The Banes are very, very scary here. We might need to see some more SimCity from Rogue here.
I
like
agree.
throwing up Evos and stuff to block Banes from getting the drones. Because if the Banes just walk onto the drones, that can be game over.
The hatchery cannot be saved, at least for now. But with the Banelings done, it's more important for DRG to try to come in here and kill these workers off if he can. Keep in mind, right now, Rogue does have 17 workers to the 12 that DRG has. That's a pretty considerable difference.
Dude, he does not have much defense here at all. Losing the spine is like, I think DRG's going to do it here.
Yeah, I think this is. There's no other spines making here, correct?
No, there's not. There's a Baneling nest making, so that's kind of like where he's going with this. He wants to defend with Banes.
He takes out the last Baneling. Now, keep in mind, this hatchery isn't dead yet. So, like, let's say that Rogue holds this and he actually keeps that up.
He's actually up 2 drones still.
Yeah,
even after all that.
The second hatchery has just now started for DRG.
Now look at this. He should target those. Oh, he should have targeted the broodlings onto the Baneling egg.
Yeah, that Baneling cannot get out. Oh my God, he's gonna fall for the trap!
Wow. Nicely done there by
Rogue is so sick, man. This is so crazy.
Dude, he's up 6 drones right now.
Yeah.
He's droning, man. Crazy.
Now, I will tell you, DRG, that attack he did, he was hoping that would have gone better than it did.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, he can still win this game, but Rogue is really... It's crazy how he landed on his feet after that rush.
Well, the one thing that this gives you in this type of situation, you do get your natural expansion up before them, so he'll have a few extra larvae because of that, so that's kind of nice, but yeah, I think Rogue is doing okay. Like, he's definitely not out.
So, I mean, from here, it's like, what kind of game are we going to have? I mean, DRG really leaned into the aggression. It was a pretty incredible hold by Rogue. Rogue is still having that 2-worker lead, by the way. That being said, DRG, you know, he gets his second hatchery up, then, you know, 1 hatch versus 2 hatch, that's double the opportunity to produce. But I don't think that's going to cost Rogue too much here.
No, not too much, but they're both going layer a little bit quicker for Rogue. It'll be interesting to see where they want to go from there, though.
Yeah.
Like, are you going up into Rogue speed? Do you want a Nidus? Do you want to go Muta again?
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is, here's where I'm basically worried, right?
Yeah.
I think that DRG might not have that much confidence in a long game here. And it's like, Rogue kind of swats away the attack and then says, all right, now back to what I'm going to do. Back to my weird way of playing the game that you can't predict, DRG.
Sure. Well, maybe that's why you need to open like this, so that Rogue can't do his crazy strats.
Like, maybe maybe this build was actually premeditated by DRG, like before he ever even got to the studio. I don't know, but for me, I look at it the way those first 3 games go, and then seeing him do this rush, it's like, oh, you're not confident.
It could be, but honestly, if I were to ask you, like, okay, someone's out-strategizing you in a best-of-7, how are you going to stop them from doing that?
I would do something like this.
Yeah, you kind of take it out of their hands where they have to react to you.
Yeah.
So then suddenly it's like, well, all these builds that you had planned, like if you're trying to offensive hatch your opponent and he's gone 12 pool, that's not going to work.
Right.
Okay? So that plan goes away. So whatever Rogue had planned here isn't occurring.
Yeah. Okay, the extractors are finishing up here. We have the Spire started now for DRG. So the Spire is a little bit ahead here.
Yeah.
We're almost going into a StarCraft 1 ZVZ where Spire Tech is going to be on both sides.
Well, yeah, that's going to be kind of cool too, because are they both just going to go hardcore into mutas? Right? There's like, occasionally you'll see people try to go Corruptor. Sometimes you'll just see the Mutalisk. Sometimes you'll see someone just switch out of it and be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to expect here, and are we going to see the upgrades? Okay, there's Rogue with his Mutas first, gets the attack
Air
upgrade.
attack.
Of course, in Muta versus Muta, definitely armor's better, but in Muta versus everything else, attack is better.
Yeah, let's explain that for a second here. You got to remember, the Mutas have the glaives here. So in Muta versus Muta, if one player gets glaives and the other gets the attack, then I'm sorry, one player gets armor, the other one gets the attack. The armor is more efficient against the glaives.
It's much more.
But I mean, if your Mutas are simply flying around sniping ground units like Queens and drones or whatever.
Yeah. And to make that clear, guys, the +1 gives a total of +1. There's 3 glaives that bounce. They don't all get +1.
Yeah.
Whereas the armor takes away from every glaive. So instead of, like, what is it, 9-2-1, it's 8-1-0. Right? Yeah. So it's like reduction of 3 damage. So it's like actually a huge benefit. And we see DRG going for that, right? He's going for the carapace. It's a little bit later than the attack. So that's just something to keep in mind. Also, I want to mention DRG has already put his gases down at his 3rd before it's even done.
Yeah. He knows that he's in a Muta arms race right now.
Yeah.
You can see DRG doing the same thing. They know that the moment they can get gas from that extractor to the soon-to-be hatchery, they need to do it.
This is getting very Brood War-esque right now.
Neither player can back down. We have officially entered the Mutalisk arms race.
Yep. And that means, well, there's going to be a window where there's +1 for Rogue, but not for DRG. But as that carapace finishes, that is a better upgrade. It is just better in this situation. Of course, we have to look at the actual Mutalisk count as well. I believe Rogue does lead on Mutas slightly. Like, I think he's up like 1 Muta or 2 Mutas.
So, one thing to keep in mind, too, you want to slowly try to get a position where you can attack in and they can't counterattack. Because if you have the ability with your mutas to hit them, it's going to take too long for their mutas to fly all the way back across the map and hit you. And it looks like DRG might be the one that's going to have the setup for this right now. His mutas are already out on the map. By the way, Rogue throwing down a 4th here.
Yeah, and they have the same amount of mutas right now, but DRG has that better upgrade. You have to be careful, though, because there's other ways that you can mess up Mutalisk math. Obviously, transfusions, Queen's in there attacking as well, a Spore. Anything underneath, Glaives will sometimes bounce and hit.
Yeah.
So that is kind of like soaking damage in these fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to throw that out there. So both of them kind of completing the 1-1 is where they're going as far as upgrades go.
Now we have the armor upgrade coming here for Rogue.
And DRG with that attack. Level 2 carapace for flyers with Zerg is just very expensive.
Yes.
25 gas is quite a bit.
Yeah. Both players have gone up to 25 mutas now.
Yeah, this is funny. We really never see stuff like this.
Seeing these mutas come at you, just blocking out the sun.
Yeah. It's all right, though. Fight in the shade, Tasteless. Look at this, just taking more bases. This is reminding me of all the Phoenix versus Phoenix games where you're just like making bases, sending Lings out or Zealots out randomly and just taking gases everywhere. It's like so funny. All we need now is a mothership with those mutas. And Rogue is actually getting melee. I like this.
Yeah,
like
sometimes
that's 1 muta worth of gas, but if you get the muta, if you see where the mutas are and you can send a group of Lings to the other location and kill a base or kill a bunch of drones, that's a big advantage.
We're now up to 33 mutas on each side. I mean, they're getting close to maxing out here. And then I don't know what happens.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh, here we go!
All right, well, he just got his 1-1 as well, and DRG is... It's super even right now, but there are a bunch of Lings from Rogue actually counterattacking DRG's 4th. And DRG actually turns around here with his mutas.
Rogue beginning to advance on this.
Yeah, DRG's somehow losing the Mutalisk fight. I think they had the same amount.
Well, I think when he turned away, that's just a few extra glaives over here. Oh.
It's got to be careful, though. We are closer to the rallies of DRG. I think Rogue has, like, maybe another muta in this stack, though.
Yeah, I know. It looks like I can only judge by the supplies. It's too hard to tell how many mutas there are there. It does appear that DRG is slowly beginning to win this. And that muta count is beginning to thin out here.
Well, Rogue right now is up 20 supply. He's up 9 mutas. So I think Rogue is actually just going to 4-0 now.
Yeah, that's it. GG.
Wow.
Okay. The most dominant performance in a ZVZ I have seen. It was so cool to see DRG get this far, but I mean, Rogue is just clearly the better player.
That was an odd series. We get some really strange best of X series in ZVZ here in Korea, I tell you. Some wild strategies going head to head. It's unfortunate to see DRG go. You know, he's such a legend, but he's in great shape, and I think we're going to see him have a great Season 3.
I can't believe how short that was. Sorry we didn't have a longer series, guys, but Rogue is clearly the player that should be on the finals.
Yeah, no, that took 1 hour.
It was 1 hour.
1 hour.
Translation time. Go ahead, Andy.
Wow, what a one-sided victory from Rogue in the ZVZ match. And Jeanette Greenwing's Rogue moves on to the finals. Congratulations. This is your second GSL finals. And you acquire 4-0 win in a best-of-7 format. How do you feel? Well prepared for the builds. Rather than playing orthodox, you know, I prepared some, you know, proxy strategies. So I knew that if today was my lucky day, it would work. And today definitely was a lucky day for me. Oh, best of 7 format. How do you acquire 4-0 perfect score?
좀 다존재 판짜기 하실 때 좀 신경 쓰신 부분이 있다거나
So,
아니면 나만의 노하우가 있다 뭐 이런 게
what
있을까요?
kind of things did you consider when you were strategizing?
상대가 되게 많다 보니까
I mean, DRG, you know, he had a lot of scrim partners, so I knew that if I went for standard, I would be on the lower ground.
위주로 빌드를 짜려고 준비했고
So I-
7판 제가 다 스웨트 빌드로 준비하려고 했어요. 그래가지고
You know, I was actually initially trying to strategize with
연습 때 나오지 않은 상황을
double
만들려고
base
했다.
for the best of 7.
그 중에 2세트에서 상대 본진에 몰래 부하장을 짓고
In the second game, you went for the proxy hatchery, and then you built a spine crawler to take the win. So what was this about?
어떻게 하다 보니까 생각을 했던 것 같고.
Well, you know, I somehow came across this build.
maybe 에버드림보다 데스오라에서 제가 원래 땅볼망을 하려 했는데.
And in Death Aura, I was going to go for the Nidus.
먼저 하면은 에버드림에서 땅볼망 의식 때문에 오버를.
But I knew that if I went for Nidus and Death Aura,
빼놓는 것 때문에
I wouldn't be able to use it on Everdream.
좋겠다 생각했는데 에버드림이 먼저여가지고 되게.
So I was really lucky that Everdream was my first map.
선정에 있어서부터 많은 수를 생각하셨던
You definitely considered a lot of
것 같습니다.
factors
오늘
coming into
3회
today's match.
솔직히 있을 수 있겠다 생각하셨나요?
Did you actually anticipate today's score to be 4-0?
빌드 준비하면서 잘 풀리면은 4대0도.
Well, I knew that if my builds worked correctly, it could be a 4-0. But there were some maps that I wasn't too happy about.
잘 했던 것 같아요.
But you know, at the end of the day, I win and I'm happy.
이어가면서 이병열 선수 GSL 결승 두 번째.
Now you move on to your second GSL finals of your career.
전태양 선수 혹은
And your opponent in the finals will be either TY or Stats, both Africa Freaks players. So how do you rate these players?
태양이가 되게 방송 때 준비를 너무 잘해가지고.
Well, you know, TY has been making phenomenal preparation
태양이보다는 그래도 대엽이 형이
on stream.
방송 때 제가 더 먼저 준비할 수 있으니까 더 편한 것 같고.
So I think, you know, I prefer Stats over TY.
토스들인 거, 테란 토스들인 것 같아요.
And I know they are both like the best Terran player and the Pros player.
조금 더 편할 것 같다.
So you're saying Stats is more convenient for you.
어떤 모습 보여주실지.
How will you perform in the finals, Rob? Alright, before you go, anything you want to say?
제가 빌드를 준비하는데.
While preparing for the builds,
다 올인 유라 가지고 연습 도와주기 되게.
you know, my builds are all like all-ins and proxies.
복귀한 코카 최종환이랑 그리고 우리 희범이랑.
So I want to thank all my script partners like Rax and Ragnarok and everyone else.
감사 인사까지 잊지 않으셨는데요. 다시 한번 결승
And once again, congratulations on moving into the finals, Rob. Thank you.
네, 이렇게 시즌 2 첫 번째 결승 진출자 진에어 그리닝스 이병.
All right. Well, we know we have a strong Zerg player in the finals.
Yeah.
Rogue 4-0. My God.
No, he's looking pretty fearsome again, man.
Yeah.
He already took down IEM this year. He's making the run at that, being the GOAT. Seriously.
You know, the ZVZs today were really a breath of fresh air too. Really different ZVZs
yeah,
today.
They were. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
So, yeah, guys, we're going to be back on Saturday, 1:30 p.m. KST, for what I promise you will not be a 4-0.
You're literally contradicting me. I told them already for sure it would be a 4-0.
Artosis, I am the prophet.
You're the prophet.
I am the chosen one.
You're the false prophet.
No, you're the prophet. No, you're the false prophet.
No, you're the false prophet.
I have a channel to God. You don't have a channel to God.
I am God. Get out
of
here,
No, I
Jason.
am God.
Ah!
Which prophecy will come true? Will it be the tasteless, one true prophecy of not a 4-0? Or will it be the doomsday prophecy?
Dude, that's such a weak bet. Oh, I don't think it'll be a 4-0 when Stats and TY play shows. No,
don't talk about my
4-0.
prophecy like that with all these people
4-0.
watching Artosis. Huh. That's called prophecy shaming. It's going to be TY versus Stats.
Yeah.
Who wore a nice shirt better? Hard to say. Maybe Stats? I like that red on him.
Yeah, it looks good. Who wins 4-0? That's a hard one. Feels like it would be like a 4-3. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it should be.
But now that we know it's 4-0, I don't know who to choose.
I actually don't know who takes this. TY is our anime protagonist. Cast the GSL, wins the GSL, straight A's, best on his tennis team.
Yeah.
Or his high school.
Well.
What else is an anime stereotype? Maybe he has an attractive girl who is interested in him, but he's too busy brooding to notice.
Sure.
That's very anime.
That's one.
Yeah. It's going to be Kauai, guys.
Too many filler episodes. That's another one.
Yes, for sure. Obscure music that plays at the start of the. Yeah.
Too many GSL filler episodes with these players that's not gonna win. Like, why can't we just
get
at
to
the
the
beginning
point
of the season have Rogue versus TY and just figure it out?
Yeah. Yeah, but TY might win again. This is pretty historic that he casted a tournament and won it, and he might do it again.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
I don't
also,
know who's writing this stuff, but
I think the possibility of Rogue winning too is insane because he really is. I think we might have to consider him the greatest. You know?
Yeah, you might be right. By the way, guys, don't forget about the cheerful contest we're having. Submit a cheerful to us, and then if it is good, we will show it during the finals since we can't have a live audience here.
You guys made great ones last time.
We
Do it
loved
again.
it.
Help us to build that hype up because everything's just 4-0s from here on out. So
if it's another 4, we at least have the cheerfuls.
Well, the thing is, when we have one-sided round of 4s, that's when we have really good finals. And when we have
really
good
close
round of 4s,
we
it's
have
always a bad
garbage
finals.
final. Yeah.
It's always like that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's also part of the but that's in a prophecy we both agree with. There's some prophecy overlap with that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, one of us is going to absorb the other one on Saturday, and the other one's going to have to become part of the we'll figure out a story to make it fit.
Yeah. We'll have to do some tweaking on our
Yeah, no, that was so quick, though. What the?
This is weird. I don't
I'm
even
gonna
feel
get
like
home
I'm
before
warmed
my
up.
kids are asleep.
Yeah, we're going to go outside and the sun will still be out there.
Well, it would be if it wasn't monsoon season. It's
The
just
weather
rain
has been
pouring.
miserable out here. It has been raining for weeks.
Yeah, monsoon season, man. It's yet another reason to stay inside.
Yes. It is miserable outside right now in Seoul. So, yeah. I have a feeling they're going to keep us on camera a little bit longer because this was so short. They're going to try to get some more time.
Well, this is how we make it up to you guys, is be on camera awkwardly for an extra minute and a half.
Yeah.
When the series is too
Yeah.
quick.
That's how we save the show.
Yeah.
Because they'll make us talk for maybe 3 more minutes.
Could be.
So when we've normally wrapped it up, they're like, well, shouldn't have gone so
give 'em a
fast.
little bit more, a little taste.
Just keep talking about something.
Yeah.
Definitely one of our shortest days ever, though. That's crazy.
No, that was for a best of 7, man. I was actually hoping that it would be nice and back and forth, and I thought DRG had some cool stuff.
I really was rooting for DRG, and I look forward to seeing him in future GSLs for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, Rogue is just god tier, untouchable.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what he does in the finals. See if he picks up yet another championship. It's actually getting pretty insane. His list of accomplishments now.
Yeah,
it's out of control at this point.
It's crazy.
GSL, Super Tournament, IM Shanghai, 2 IM Katowices, and World Championship at BlizzCon.
Yeah.
And now he's looking to add another GSL trophy to that. Like,
it's
when
crazy,
he gets that
dude.
second GSL trophy, I almost feel like I'm going to start eliminating people that are in contention for greatest of all time. Because it's like we kind of see the players that are involved, right?
Yeah.
Like the RO.4 thing was pretty crazy, but he doesn't really win much else.
He had an era where he was dominant, but
I think Cyril's still in that talk.
Also, like, it's not just that he's winning, but like Rogue looks so good. He looks like untouchable.
Yeah.
Like the ZVZs today were on another level. They were all totally different from each other too.
Yeah. His planning is just busted, man. It's just so strong.
He seems to be. Zerg is obviously very strong right now, but I mean he makes it look so elastic with the way he plays. You know, he does so many different styles, and he's kind of got it all, man. I mean, he's got the impeccable macro, but then his control is really good in the early game.
Yeah.
His planning, how he implements each of his builds in the best of 7.
He's got great decision making.
Yeah.
Like he knows how to clutch it out.
All right, so those are the extra 3 minutes you get since it was a 4-0, and now they told us we can wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching us. We love you. Sorry it was short. We'll see you on Saturday, 1:30 p.m. KST. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night wherever you are. Bye-bye.
I called you up in the early morning light, 'cause something didn't sit